And good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you with a New Year's Eve look today and closing out 2024 and welcoming 2025. I would like to wish my oldest sister a very, very happy birthday today. Her oldest granddaughter's birthday was yesterday, and her oldest grandson's birthday was on the 19th. So we have a lot of birthdays this month. My son's was the day after Christmas. He was 32. Um, my late nephew, his was the 14th. My cousin, his is the 7th. Um, I think my daughter-in-law's mom's birthday was this month. I think it was this month. And then coming into January, we have more birthdays. My oldest niece, my sister's who's having a birthday today. Her daughter's birthday is on the 13th. My sister right above me, her birthday is on the 14th. My nephew's birthday, great nephew's birthday is on the 19th. Rest in peace, my oldest nephew, who would have been 40 this month. The anniversary of his passing is also on the 19th. And I think the 30th is another niece's birthday. So I don't know what the heck is going on while y'all have all of these birthdays in December, January, around the Christmas holidays. Y'all need to push that mess back to June, July, but not September because that's my birthday. So with that being said, happy birthday to everyone who's having a birthday today, this month, or next month. So I am going to use my Baroque palette by ColourPop. It's not available anymore, but again, I'm still into my cool tones and I still want to use what I have because I'm not buying any more palettes. As of tomorrow, I'm done. The last palette I bought was the Natasha Denona Sculpt palette, which I think will be delivered Monday. Um, and the last palette that I purchased before that was the Rocher palette by Natasha. So what I'm gonna do is start off, and somehow I think this brush, because I'm gonna wash my brushes as well. I'm gonna end the new year with washing brushes. I really think I use this for a highlighter. And if I did, okay, then I'll have a sparkly crease. I'm gonna use my Viseart palette, the something or rather, because I can't read the little writing on the back, but I know it's the mattes. It's the mattes palette. And I'm gonna take this shade right here and work that. Might be a little too dark. I'm gonna work that into my crease. And it's gonna be a look without any eye primer because I forgot to put it on. So actually what I'll do is I'm gonna put some eye primer. I can figure this out. I'm gonna use, since I don't have any on, I can take that back off. Now I do have, I have, I did my brows. I'm looking for the brush I used. I use my Benefit pencil, Brow Contour Pro pencil. And I messed up and used the lighter brown when I usually use the dark brown, but I kind of mixed them both. So just filling in my brows because as with age, they are starting to thin out. Maybe I'll be a candidate for micro shading one day, since some people asked me if I had my brows micro shaded. But I'm gonna go ahead and try. Let me put these paper towels on my side. I'm gonna go ahead and use my eyeshadow base, Plan and Makeup by Yolanda eyeshadow base. And this one is the shade H. I do have the other shade um, that doesn't, I have another one that doesn't have a shade to it. So let me make sure my volume is up because I'm gonna get a microphone. And yes, my volume wasn't up. But I'm gonna get a microphone. And I'm also gonna work on getting me a camera this year. And also work on getting a new laptop. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful and blessed holiday, Kwanzaa. I don't remember honestly what today is, but the first day of Kwanzaa was the 26th, which again was Joshua's birthday. And if y'all want to follow him on Instagram, he collects vinyl, so he's the Vinyl Pack on Instagram. Go ahead and follow him and help him build that channel. We were we spent Thanksgiving. Well, I didn't mean Thanksgiving, I meant Christmas. We spent it in New Orleans with his wife's family and his mom, his mom-in-law, and me. We got along pretty well. We had a nice B&B, Airbnb in the Ninth Ward, which they call the ghetto, but that's not my place to call it the ghetto. I didn't grow up in a ghetto, and I won't call anybody's hometown the ghetto. But we stayed in the Ninth Ward, which was famous for being flooded, some say by the government. I tend to believe it, so they can save the Garden District and the French Quarter and the higher socioeconomic areas of town. So they did. Um, we stayed in an Airbnb, a really nice, what they used to call shotgun houses that was redone. Pretty sure purchased by an outsider and turned into an Airbnb, and it was real nice, except the bathroom, the tubs kept feeling like we were going to fall through the floor. I don't think they anchored those bathtubs correctly because the house didn't sit on a slab. So, other than that, it was a very, very nice Airbnb. It's already booked for Mardi Gras. And then we visited some vinyl shops. We went to Cafe Du Monde. And I'm just saying, we had a good time. We had a real good time. His mother-in-law, who's actually younger than me, she remembered more music than I actually remembered. Some of the artists like Joe Tex, and he's trying to collect old vinyls like Joe Tex, "Don't Bump No More with That Big Fat Woman." He was he got some good albums, and the best thing about it, I was able to buy him his birthday gift, that whatever albums he chose. So I bought two of them. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with that shade, and already 9 minutes in, 10 minutes in. I don't want to give up on trying to perfect my cool tone looks. I'm loving the cool tones, and I think my skin is ready for the cool tones. After all, it is winter. Winter, let me enunciate. And I can go back to warm tones in late spring when it's hot. And it'll be hot after next week. We're supposed to have that really cold weather, but it may be. Yesterday was 80 degrees here in Southeast Texas. 82 degrees was the high. And again, the only thing with that is it was hot outside. It was still cold in this house, and it's cold now, but I'm moving around, and as long as I'm moving around, I actually should have gone in with that lighter shade. It probably would have been a little more cool tone. Okay, really, really like that. And I think I didn't prime. I already I just moisturized. Okay, so I'm now going to go into the Baroque palette. This palette, if you didn't get it, I wish ColourPop would bring it back. It was a set of three um, of this series. We bought them maybe 3 years. Says 2013, but I doggone know that this wasn't 2013, 2013. I have not had this palette for almost 12 years, but this is the palette, grays and blues, a couple of cool, well, everything. This is a cool uh, grayish beige, and this is a brown. This is a cool tone brown. So I'm going to go in with Stunner. I'm going to go in with this shade, Stunner. I'm going to put it in the outer V. Just press that down and bring it almost to the center. Of my lid. Try to bring it up as close to my eyebrows, but leaving a little space. And as usual, left eye is always better than the right eye. All right. Now, I'm going to go in. I just have my brushes just scattered any type of way right now. I'm going to go in with Baby right here, this gray. And I'm going to put, I can't tell what that says. Bougie. I'm going to kind of mix it a little with Bougie. And I'm going to come up here and try to blend it out. As you can probably tell, I've been off for over a week now. Still haven't gone to get my eyebrows done. What I can say about my visit to New Orleans, which was my first time visiting New Orleans since 1986, the streak has been broken. Okay. Um, her family, which has roots in Mississippi, can sure enough cook. They did banana pudding. Her one of her great aunts did banana pudding the right way, making a custard, not jello pudding. It was custard. It was homemade custard, and it reminded me of my mom's banana pudding. But the only thing she didn't do that my mom did was put it, I always remembered it to go in the oven. And that's only because my mother made a meringue for it, her banana pudding. Okay, so I'm going to go into etiquette, this shade right here. And I'm going to bring that on the middle part. It has just enough flake in it, sparkle, not too much. Not too much sparkle, but just enough. But we still are going to give it some more sparkle. Just bring it over some more. Okay, I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to go into Grand, this darker sparkler, which has blue undertones. And I'm just going to put that on the area where the two shades came together. I just darkened it up a little because it's still a sparkler as well. It has purple and blue specks in it. Okay. And now I'm going to try to find another brush. Okay, not right there, so we have one right here. We're going to use a BH Cosmetics brush. I think it was part of their um, festival line. And actually what I meant to do Nordstrom's had the MAC paint pots on sale for like $19. And I messed that eyelash up. So I was gonna go into, let me see. I'm gonna take Under the Sun. No, that says Under the Skin. This shade in the BH Cosmetics, may they rest in peace, the Venom palette. These were the last palettes, some of the last palettes that they came out with before they went, uh, before they closed shop. And I'm gonna bring that one into the inner third of my eye. This is my first time using this palette, and I want to say I may have picked it up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It has a lot of fallout. And what I'm going to do is take the other side, called Silent Killer, and try to blend those two. So I'm actually blending BH Cosmetics and ColourPop. These palettes actually complement each other. That blended out really well. Okay, now I'm going to take my thing here, my makeup wipe, because it did have a lot of fallout. And I'm going to go in with, I'm actually going to just go in with the Diosa Lash Collection. But before I do that, I'm going to do it off camera because this is going to take me a minute because I'm not good at it. So give me a second. Okay, I'm back now, and I primed my face. I did apply my lashes. I primed my face with my Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the hydrating formula. It is silicone free, so Laura Mercier. And now I want to use this stick foundation. I'm going to start using all of my foundations, but I have this stick foundation that I purchased by Makeup Revolution in the shade F13. Let's see. That's the shade. And I know you're supposed to match your foundation with your neck. So let's just see how this works. The next foundation that I'll use in my next video will be the NARS. The NARS, I don't know where I put it, but the soft matte, the NARS soft matte. So that will be, because I'm going to be using up all my foundations. And what I realized is I have MAC foundation, but my MAC foundations are actually a little too dark. And I just don't, this is a little red. This is red. This has a red pool to it. F13. And I don't think they make that anymore, but I don't want it to go to waste. And it's something that's easy and quick to use. I don't know if they make the stick foundations, but I'd like to try more stick foundations. In my makeup journey. It is a great coverage. As long as it covers most of that skin tag that's right there, then if it does that, I feel like it's a great coverage foundation. But I'm not necessarily always looking for coverage because I don't have acne scars. I don't have hyperpigmentation. I just have the skin tags. And now I'm going to go in with my Black Radiance. I'm going to try this Black Radiance concealer because I have them. I'm going to start using them. That one seems to be my shade as well. And I'm going to use my damp sponge to smooth that. That is my shade. Exactly. So when I start getting the under eye circles, which thankfully I haven't started getting those yet, then I will find that Black Radiance because this is in the shade one something. Uh, I know I got it at CVS. I got it at CVS. The corrector long true complexion. Um, if it says the shade on here, I can't see it, and they may have covered it up with the tag, so I'm not seeing it. Okay, so since that was my exact shade, now I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade. I'm gonna go in with my Nika K. That's number 5. That's too bright. That's too loud. I'm gonna go in with the shade number 7, Nika K multi-use concealer. I got this at the beauty supply. Um, Near me, they still carry them. And shade 7 looks really bright. I was going for something a little brighter. And this is the shade 7. 7 does have a shade color to it, but it's it's rubbed away. I can't see it. And I also have shades. I have all the shades. Um, this is shade number 5. This is actually too bright, but I'm gonna put a little of shade 5. Shade 5 is called Nutmeg. Shade 5 is called Nutmeg, and I can't believe I can see that. Shade 7 is called Acorn. Thank you, Jesus. I can still see a little without the readers. But, and around that, I'm going to put, let's see if I can find it. There you go. I'm looking for that. Um, I do have the bronzing contour, elf bronzing contour, and Elf, I wish you would put these shades on here where we can see them and share them with people. But I might not want to use this as a contour because it seems like, ooh, that might be too dark. Let's see. Yeah, that's dark. And I think I got a lighter shade. Let's see. That's too dark. That is too dark. We are going to mix that concealer into that because it's too dark. Okay, let's take this brush, another BH Cosmetics brush. It's supposed to be a contour brush. Child, that's kind of, whoo, fix it, Jesus. Oh, am I too mature to go lighter under the eyes? Because I really want a little more brightness under my eyes. Child, this is dark. I need to find the right bronzer, y'all. Find me the right bronzer. But I wish I had my matte powder, Make Me Matte Powder by Urban Decay. Um, Come on, y'all. What am I looking for? I got the wrong shade. The Juvia's Place number 14 because I still haven't figured out the shades. Do you go down? I just don't have it. So each time I go, I get the wrong shade. And I'm not going back just to take this back. We're going to make it work. We're going to make this wrong shade work. But I want to be brighter under the eyes for the new year. And I stay away from Juvia's Place face products because sometimes I think, like the Estee Lauder, is it Estee Lauder Longwear? I think it makes me look casket ready. And I ain't ready. I'm not ready for the casket. All right, so now we're gonna go in with our ABH. Oh, I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Okay, I'm gonna use. I dampened several sponges, but I'm keeping this. This is the ABH translucent powder. I do have another shade. do have another shade, but I can also take a little of the Black Radiance in Banana. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my tried and true. I actually purchased the 4 contour palettes. Why I didn't use these in the first place? From Nika K. Here's the dark. Let me open it up so you won't get the glare. This is the dark. I purchased these at my beauty supply. This is the medium. They don't, if they make a light, I don't see it on their website. But I went into the beauty supply on Sunday and purchased these. Let's go back. This is the dark. This is the medium. I'm going to use the medium. That is the medium. I'm going to use the medium to contour. Let's find another brush. And I use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Putty Primer brushes only because the brush I use to contour and bronze with is about to be washed. So I'm using the medium. This product is new. They don't even have it on their, I couldn't find any YouTube videos on people who use this on YouTube. So it has a scent to it. I can't explain it, but I don't care for it. And then I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna take this middle shade here. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the liquid blush. No, actually, I'm gonna go in with this middle shade. Go back in with that shade. I'm afraid if I go into that dark one, it'll be too much. All right. And I also purchased um, a while back, I purchased, sorry for the shaking. I almost flipped my chair over, but I purchased the Nicka K cheek palettes in the medium and the dark. This is the dark, this is the medium. And I'm, of course, trying to get the security thing off, messed up the acrylic. Because this is a beautiful, they're both beautiful palettes. Okay, let me stick those back in there. And then I purchased, with the contour palette Sunday, I purchased the cream cheek palettes in light and dark. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the dark. And I'm gonna use the e.l.f. liquid blush, and I'm gonna use this darkest shade in the palette. It also has two highlighters, just like the powder cheek palettes. And what I've done also is I've actually waited too long to, I wasn't trying to bake. See, you can use some brushes, you can use them in the way that you want to use them. So I knew that I wanted these brushes, the liquid brush, for liquids and for cream blushes. If you have very dry skin, whew, I waited too long. Let me get this off of my face because I wasn't trying to bake at all. Okay. All right. Still want a little more color on my cheeks. So I'm going to go over it with a powder as soon as I see what I did with that little compact. Here it is. This is, I'm going to go over it with this Milani. It actually also helps to set the powder. Okay. And now I I got the Charlotte Tilbury. Um, Actually, I'm not going to use it because I think I'm going to take this back. And only because I bought it for the refill and I have the older palette and I can't refill that. So I think it might just be best for me to take it back. I'm going to go in with this Essence Matte Bronzing Powder, and I'm going to try to use it as a finishing powder. I do have the Black Radiant Soft Focus, but this, even though I think it's too light, and it's in the shade Natural, number one Natural, I think it's too light for me. But the finishing powder that I have, which is the Soft Focus, is a little too dark. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to go around the perimeter of my face. It's a little too dark, and the why mess with perfection? This is what I love. Black Radiance, medium to dark, true complexion palette. And I'm using the middle shade because I think everybody uses this shade up. I use that to contour. Okay, now let's see. This might be, is this the, I don't know which is which. I think this is the brow gel. Yeah, I put the wrong stuff on. This is the brow gel. Y'all see that? Now it looks like, oh my God, that looks horrible. Child, that's not supposed to be that color. Look at that. I almost feel like now I need to go over this one because this is a mascara. And I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to do that. I didn't know which was which. Okay. Let's see. We just messed that up. That's my fault. This is the mascara. This is the brow gel. All right. Let's let's find something to spray our face with. We'll go in with the Cover Effects. It's so fine. Is it coming out really? Child, I don't know if it's coming out. Let's try. Sometimes you can still find this morning dew. You can still find this sometimes in your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So last but nope, we still have to finish the eyes. So let me go to the Baroque palette doesn't have a dark enough shade in it. Um, let's see. We have, let's hope I don't cause everything to crash, but we have Xenon. We're just going to take Night Sky out of Xenon. And use that as a liner. Okay. Natasha does make a great black. And then I'm going to go back into the, trying to see if I have a smaller brush. I'm going to take, I don't know what's on this brush, but I'm going to go in to Penny Bite, Deadly Bite. I can't see. I'm going to take this shade, Deadly Bite, and attempt. It has a blue pull to it. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to line my lips in Nika K shade Coffee. In Coffee. And I actually just purchased Nika K, not Nika K, but Absolute New York. I purchased their eye pencils. They had them on sale on the website, and if you get 20 over $25, you get free shipping. So I just bought all of these lip liners in coffee bean. And then I'm gonna go into my lipsticks. I purchased this lipstick while I was in New Orleans in Walmart. It's just Wet n Wild Hush Little Beige. I think it's like $2 and some cents. And I haven't found this shade here, but this is pretty. Okay, last. I'm going to, I'm not going to trust this right this moment. So I'm going to go actually into my Wet n Wild Crown of My Canopy. I don't know why I'm giving myself a little sparkle there. I'm already sweating. And that is our look. That is my New Year's Eve glam look. I could have gone with a red lip since it's a dark eye, but of course my hair is not done. My hair is not done, but that is my look. Comment below, what do you think about this look minus the hair? And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a prosperous, safe New Year. Please do not shoot any guns up in the air. Um, Again, happy birthday to my oldest sister. Happy belated birthday to my niece. She turned 17. Great niece. Um, Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe. Love you. And can't wait to do another video tomorrow. Okay, after all is done, I'm bringing in the new year by myself, and I don't mind. So thank you. Have a wonderful new year. Take care.